The fifth round of the 2015 UAE Rally Championship would be run as part of the prestigious Dubai International Rally. This event would attract competitors from throughout the region and be run over 2 days, the 20th and 21st of November. As a 2-day event, the points would be double for those entering the rally as part of the UAE Championship. Some 18 drivers would start the Dubai International, with 8 teams registered in the UAE Championship, which would be flagged off by Mohammed bin Saleh from the Dubai Men's College. Leading the UAE Championship, Sheikh Abdullah Al-Qasimi and co-driver Joseph Mata would be seated 4th. Qasimi would compete this event in a Ford Fiesta RRC.
2014. Of course, fantastic results, and looking forward to seeing them at the
Seated 5th, Rashid Al-Ketbi in a similar Ford Fiesta RRC with co-driver Karina Herpela would be the second UAE Championship car to start. 7th in the UAE series before this event, Lebanon's Michel Saleh would be seated 7th in a Super Impreza with Ahmed Kaziri. Their first Dubai International, Sheikh Mohammed Al-Qasimi and Gabi Khoury seated 10th in a Group N Mitsubishi. Lebanese Mohammed Shihab and Loai Farhad in a Group N Mitsubishi Evo would be seated 20th and the 5th UAE Championship team to leave. The final car to start, Mansour Parol and Srinivasa Thota. Leading the two-wheel drive category, Parol was in 16th overall in the series, but with double points on offer, this would offer this team a chance to move up the overall standings. The first day stages were held in the Emirate of Sharjah. Stage 1, Zubaydah, would be 21.76 kilometers long. First on the road in the Dubai International, Sheikh Khalid Al-Qasimi and co-driver Chris Patterson. This team would suffer mechanical problems early on and would drop several places. The lead in the event briefly held by the Qatari team of Abdulaziz Al-Khoury and Italian Giovanni Bernaccini. However, Sheikh Khalid would finish the day back in first. The first driver competing both the International and the UAE Championship, driving his Ford Fiesta RRC, the fourth-seated Sheikh Abdullah Al-Qasimi and co-driver Lebanon's Joseph Mata. Qasimi would complete the opening stage in 9 minutes 48 seconds with an average speed of 133 kilometers an hour. Completing the first day with the fastest time in Zubaydah, the second stage of Falaj, and the third of Al-Shawaka, Qasimi and Mata finished the first day with a total time of 34 minutes and 48 seconds, holding on to the lead of just over 39 seconds. The second UAE registered competitors to start, Emirati Rashid Al-Ketbi and German co-driver Karina Herpela. This team compete in many events in the World Championship, consistently set the second fastest time in all the stages. The fifth seeds go on to claim second in the UAE Championship contenders at the end of the first day, in a total time of 10 minutes and 3 seconds. The seventh-seeded Michel Saleh and Ahmed Kaziri in a Subaru Impreza N15 would be the third team to start. Saleh had competed the fourth round of the UAE Championship in second place, but was down in 7th overall in the standings before this event. The Lebanese team are third fastest in the opening stage of Zubaydah, with an average speed of 117 kilometers an hour. The 7th seeds claimed the third quickest time in the remaining stages of the first day, completing the first leg in a time of 38 minutes and 48 seconds. After completing the fourth round of the championship in an incredible third place, the young Sheikh Mohammed Al-Qasimi with the experienced Gabi Khoury would start their first international rally together, seeded 10th. In the Mitsubishi Evo 9, Kasumi set the fourth quickest time in the opening stage, 11 minutes and 54 seconds. Slipping one place down, the 10 seed moved back up into fourth place after the second stage of the day, and eventually finished the first leg just 2 minutes and 49 seconds behind the experienced Michel Sala. Another young driver, Mohammed Shahab, currently leading the Autocross Championship, and co-driver Loai Farhat in a Mitsubishi Evo 8 would start seated 20th. His team had done well in the early part of the championship, but dropped from contention in the first leg. Competing in the two-wheel drive category, seeded 21st Mansoor Parol and Srinivasa Thota finished top in their class in the fourth round of the championship, and were in 16th position overall before this event. With an average speed of 101 kilometers an hour in the opening stage, Parol would climb into 5th overall in the UAE Championship contenders at the end of the first day, finishing the leg in a total time of 54 minutes and 2 seconds. Service at the end of the day would see Sheikh Abdullah Al-Qasimi in the lead. With a cushion of just under 40 seconds, the four seeds were ahead from Rashid Al-Ketbi in a similar car. But perhaps the biggest surprise at the end of the day was the position of Sheikh Mohammed. In only his third competitive event, the young driver was in confident mood. The second day of the Dubai International Rally would see Sheikh Khalid Al-Qasimi and Chris Patterson consolidate their lead and go on to win the event overall. This would be Sheikh Khalid's third Dubai International Rally win. Just 5 drivers competing the 5th round of the UAE Championship would begin the second day. Sheikh Abdullah Al-Qasimi and Joseph Matta would be the first to show. In the fourth stage of 15.57 kilometers, Qasimi sets the quickest time of 7 minutes and 35 seconds with an average speed of 123 kilometers an hour. The fourth seeds extend their overall lead and go on to win all the remaining stages of the day, finishing with a lead of over 1 minute and a half from their next competitor. Rashid Al-Ketbi and Karina Herpela in the 5th-seeded Ford Fiesta were unable to close the gap in the final day. Al-Ketbi sets the second fastest times in all the remaining stages to finish second overall. Though the double points he received for this event would move him up the championship standings several places. In Group N, Michel Sala and Ahmed Ghaziri in the Subaru N15 had suffered technical problems in the first day, but the experienced team claimed the third quickest time in the opening stage of the day in 8 minutes and 45 seconds. The Lebanese team lead their class and claim third place at the end of the day in a total time of 1 hour, 8 minutes and 37 seconds. As in the fourth round of the UAE Championship, Michel Sala was followed by Sheikh Mohammed Al-Qasimi in a Mitsubishi Evo. Third in the Mobile 1 rally, the young driver who had only begun rallying earlier this year would finish second in Group N and fourth overall, an amazing result and one that would give him important points in the overall championship. The final car to show in the rally, Mansoor Parol and Srinivasa Thota, leading the two-wheel drive class in the UAE Championship. The all-Indian team would steer their diminutive Ford Fiesta through the remaining stages. Claiming 5th overall at the end of the day, the 21st seeds would complete the event in 1 hour, 27 minutes. The finish ramp of the rally was at Meydan. Sheikh Abdullah Al-Qasimi and Joseph Matta were congratulated by Mohammed bin Sulaim. Fourth overall and the first UAE Championship team back, Sheikh Abdullah increased his lead in the championship to 175 points, while Joseph Mata took 50 and moved into second in the co-driver standings. Second place went to Rashid Al-Ketbi and Karina Herpala. The 36 points Ketbi received took him into 9th overall in the championship, while Herpala moved into 6th in the co-drivers championship. Finishing third in the UAE Championship and first in Group N, Michel Sala took 30 points, moving him into second overall in the series, though still leading Group N. Ahmed Kaziri received 30 points and moved into fifth in the co-drivers ranking. Completing his first ever Dubai International Rally and finishing second in Group N and fourth overall in the UAE Championship, Sheikh Mohammed Al-Qasimi would receive 24 points and climb into 8th overall in the championship. Co-driver Gabi Khoury would retain his lead in the co-driver series. Mansour Parol and co-driver Srinivasa Thota won the two-wheel drive category, which they lead anyhow. The 20 points Parol took for his 5th place finish overall moved him into 10th in the overall championship, with Thota in 10th in the co-drivers standings. The 5th round of the UAE Championship had seen many changes in the overall standings. The 2015 series would wrap up with the return of the Fujairah Rally as the 6th and final exciting event of the UAE Championship.